And I'm sure that some of us may have been seeing this. And one of the things about what's been going on is that it incites a lot of talk, a lot of emotions. Some people are very happy about what they're hearing. Others are unsure. Or like myself, I don't watch, but I do hear about it. And I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. Yes, my friends, I'm talking about Disney Plus. You guys know what that is? Some of you? Okay. Well, let me explain. Disney Plus is this new app that's come out, which is basically streaming, where you can watch anything that Disney is talking, or whatever Disney has produced. And it's pretty much gotten over 10 million subscriptions. This simple thing has attracted the attention of millions and millions of people here in the United States. And it's interesting to think about, because one of the things we have to also acknowledge, especially as people of faith, is that something that should always attract us is the presence of Jesus Christ. One of the things we hear about in our readings today, especially during this last week of ordinary time, is this theme of the end, the theme of the eschaton. The readings aren't very bright and beautiful. Our gospel today talked about division, as Jesus said that there's going to be division between nations and nations, kingdoms and kingdoms. And in many ways, we experience that too also in our world. We sometimes see that division. Maybe for some of us, as we approach this Thanksgiving holiday, we ourselves are somewhat afraid about going home and seeing our families because we know that there's tension. We know that there's things that may keep us from one another. But that's why it's so important for us to always recognize the hope that Jesus Christ brings, the love of God. Because if we are able to stay focused on this, if we are able to recognize how this grasps our attention and recalls all the great beauty of our faith and who God is in our life, then it will allow us to move away from the division. It will allow us to move away from the doubts. It will allow us to move away from discouragement, or sometimes the end that we feel is consuming us, and truly glorify the God who is present in our lives. And that, my friends, is the reason why we gather for Mass. Because here today, we once again experience God's goodness and His grace. Here today, we enter into His presence and we receive the wonderful gift of the Eucharist. And in doing so, it truly makes us one. One with God, one as the church, one as the body of Christ, and one with each other. Today, my friends, as we celebrate this Mass, as we continue to go throughout our days, may we always look to see what gives us true hope, happiness, joy, and peace. And that is our God.